The woman was about to turn into a zombie. She looked at her daughter one last time, then wrote a note begging someone to save her daughter and passed out. The man feared that his wife might hurt their daughter, but instead he accidentally got bitten by his own wife. Now he was infected too. While his daughter was still very young, screaming in pain, his eyes fell on a knife lying on the ground. He thought about ending his life with it, but after looking at his daughter, he gave up that idea. Then he set a 48-hour countdown on his watch. That meant he had only 48 hours left. Before then, he had to find someone he could trust. On the way, his daughter kept crying. She missed her mother, and he knew the sound could attract danger, so he sprayed his wife's perfume in front of her. Surprisingly, the moment she smelled her mother's scent, she calmed down instantly. Suddenly, Andy saw a man and started walking toward him, but as soon as the man turned around, Andy panicked. He had already become a zombie. Andy quickly picked up a wooden stick. Just then, a little girl came out and said, "Don't hurt my dad." Then she cut her palm with a stone so the sight of blood would distract her father. At that moment, Andy realized that before losing control, the man had tied himself up to protect his daughter. 2 hours later, Andy met a woman who was a teacher. She knew Andy was infected, yet she still bandaged his wound. Andy felt that maybe she could be trusted, so he decided to leave his daughter with her. But then he noticed that the woman had cancer and did not have much time left to live. Now he had no choice but to keep moving forward. As time passed, the infection kept getting worse. To protect his daughter from himself, he dug a hole in the ground and buried his head inside it. No one knows how much time passed. When Andy opened his eyes, his daughter was gone. He panicked and started searching for her, but surprisingly, the little girl had saved both of their lives. Then they found a camper van. Everything inside looked fine, but the moment Andy met the family, he changed his mind because the man was infected too. They had made a terrible mistake, so Andy immediately left the place. But a little later, he picked up a gun again. He was afraid that he might hurt his daughter because maybe no help was coming anymore. Just then, his daughter said, "Daddy," for the very first time. That one word gave Andy the courage to keep going. Now he was walking with the help of a wooden stick, and he had very little time left. Suddenly, he stopped. He handed his daughter over to the little girl and walked away alone because he could no longer control himself for much longer. Then his eyes fell on the stick the little girl was holding. Andy kissed his daughter one last time and begged the girl to protect her. Then he tied a piece of rotten meat to the end of the stick, put a guard over his mouth, tied up his own hands, placed both children on his back, and started walking. After a long time, the girl finally reached her family. Everyone was shocked to see Andy's condition. An old man tried to untie him, but the girl stopped him. Then she took out the perfume and sprayed it in front of